What's up?
We live in this joint.
We are. We are. I hate that
We live.
I hate that my camera be acting up. It's got me looking a whole different shade. I'm not really feeling this, but I'm not gonna let it
Yeah,
affect my number tonight.
yeah, yeah. You got that nostalgic type of theme going on. That
I
different
don't
theme.
know. It's not,
You
and
know
it's
what
not
I'm saying?
intentional. It's
Yeah.
not intentional. No, it's not.
Hey, I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing? How's the family? We checking in. We checking in. We about to get this thing started in about 1.5 minutes. We live here. We're gonna let people come on in. Make sure y'all like and share this
Oh, you
joint.
part of
Follow Horion Enterprises on Facebook. Instagram is Horion Enterprises Inc. Right? If I'm not mistaken.
it. It is.
So
Yep.
go ahead and do that for my people on Facebook. We live. We in here. Uh, I'm live on IG, but you don't see my co-host. You don't see my partner, but she's on there. So if you following her on
Oh
IG,
man, you know what? When we said we was gonna do it via, from
yeah,
home, we didn't
right.
think about that. You know what I'm saying? My bad, y'all. My bad. Damn.
Yeah, they can hear you. You know what's up, Ariel? Been a minute. Hope all is well. Yeah. So yeah, so my
Oh, dear.
Facebook family, y'all make sure y'all like and share this live. You know, be about your business. The Entrepreneurship Podcast. We're here in the building. We're not actually in the building.
You're not in. We in
We
a
virtual
building.
today. We in a building. She in her building. I'm in my building. You know, we doing it virtually today. We're doing something a little bit different. See how y'all feel about that. What's up, SJ? She chiming in. She live. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. I need to get some of your feedback too on this conversation right here. You know, being as though we talked about, the transitioning, a few weeks ago, Steph.
Huh?
No, I was saying, Shamira. I said it
Oh
right.
yeah.
So if she's on here. I got it right. It's Shamira, not
You got
Shamara.
it right.
I got it right. So we were talking about the transition, and so we're talking about another type of transition this evening. Come on in. Again, it's Be About Your Business podcast where we focus on entrepreneurs, but not only just entrepreneurs. It's a lifestyle. It's
Mm-hmm.
everybody. It's things that we all kind of experience on a regular basis. I got my co-host, so let's go ahead and get into this thing, Steph.
We
I've been
about to
doing too much
dive in.
already. I've been doing too much
Huh?
talking already. I've been doing too much talking.
Oh no, you good. It's a money making Monday. Some people might call it motivational Monday. And so we got to do that check in to see, what I'm saying, where everybody at on this Monday. Of course,
Right.
listen, I guess it might mean that our numbers are a little off because we both, neither one of us went to the office today. We both,
Hey,
we both said
we
we
called
working
in.
from home.
We called in today. It was like, boss, we ain't gonna make it. It's a PTO day compared to
No,
others.
I'm not making.
Compared to
What's
others.
that? What's that that meme where it says, "I'm not coming in today. I'm not making it to work today." I did some work. I just didn't go into the office.
Yeah.
You
We
know.
work every day. You do something work related every day as an entrepreneur. Do something. But I just didn't make it in. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was the energy level. So as each and every week here, we on the Be About Your Business podcast, we do our weekly check in. See how you feeling.
Right.
Like how was your weekend, but more importantly, how are you doing today? Because that's the only thing that we can control, which is your right now. You can't focus
Right
on
now.
your weekend or how your day went, but more importantly, where
Yeah.
you at right now. So Steph, where are you at right now on your number? 1 to 10, 10 being the greatest, one being the suckiest. What's your number right now?
I'm still staying strong at my 8, man. I'm still staying strong at the 8. I'm coming off of a great week. weekend. Well, two great weekends. That's probably why, I'm a little kind of tired. Just want to, lay around today, but I did get
Right.
some work done.
Mm-hmm.
But Saturday was a combination of the NEMT meetup in
Right.
Georgia,
Right.
and just really talking about what else you bring to the table with your
Right.
business. I did it with Rhonda. She has an event space, a great event space in
Right.
Macon, Georgia. So she included her business owners that she know. I included the business owners that I know, and man, it was a great
Mhm.
time. And so you were there
Hey.
for some headshots.
Right.
We had a really good time. And I think the feedback that we got, we had one lady that she just went live afterward just to really talk about what she learned at the event,
Right.
how she enjoyed it, and then just really talking about making sure something similar to what we're going to talk about today. So
Right.
I'm with that 8. I'm still with my 8.
Okay. And again, you guys, thank you for checking in live on IG, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow Horizon Process, Inc. on all of those social media platforms. And right now, we're just doing our weekly check-in. And I want everybody that's
Mm-hmm.
on here live right now to put in the comments what's your number. 1 being the suckest, 10 being the greatest. We're not going to talk about the weekend. We're not going to talk about last week. We're not even going to talk about earlier today. Where are you at right now? And just to check in with yourself,
Right
just
now.
see how you're feeling. Whether that's a 7, 8. If you're a 2, put a 2. But we focus on the here and now and what we can do about that number to increase it to make it better. Um, and sis, I'm kind of like you. I'm kind of. I think my number is probably a little bit lower, probably a 7.5, only because I'm tired. That's the only
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Um, again, like you expressed, like this weekend, we've had some really good weekends, productive weekends, some fun, some
Mhm.
business as well. But I
Right.
think going down to Macon, and shout out to Rhonda for hosting the event.
Yeah.
From what I saw and being around you guys, you're definitely doing some great things as far as empowering entrepreneurs, especially within the NEMT business. But overall, I think that
Hmm.
that meetup would have been helpful for any entrepreneur that's wanting to
Right.
step up some different things, right? So, I was in there. Of course, I'm doing, my photography thing. That's my side chick. And she's been doing some great things for me lately. So make sure y'all. That's just a shameless plug. Make sure y'all follow me to my photography. If holidays is coming up, you need those Christmas photos, those holiday
Yeah,
photos, all
man.
that good
Them
stuff.
Christmas pictures. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the phone calls and the emails and all those things. So definitely get in where you fit in on that. And that's gonna definitely coincide with our conversation today because we're talking about as we embark as entrepreneurs over the holiday season, how do we manage that from an emotional perspective, from a financial perspective, but also looking forward into first quarter 2024. What is that going to look like for you? So I'm at a 7.5. I feel good. I'm just tired. Got that good workout in today. That kind of helped with the energy level. But again, if you're here on live right now on the chat, go ahead and put your number in. What's up, Sam? How you doing? Hope all is well. Again, YouTube, make sure you're following us on there as well. But again, our topic for today is entrepreneurship throughout the holidays. What does that look like? So, sis,
Yeah. Throughout the holidays.
holiday season is, it's usually a good time. It's usually a festive time. It's usually family time.
Hmm.
Especially for us, we try to make sure that if we're not doing something here amongst ourselves, we're around
Right.
family at some point in time throughout the holiday season, whether that's Thanksgiving, whether that's Christmas, or both. But from an entrepreneurship standpoint, what are some of the things, or what are some of the aspects that you start to look into as we're starting to count down, this fourth quarter, and making sure that you're
Right.
maintaining one, your business, but also from a personal side, how are you managing and balancing both of those things?
I think I think I know for me, I'm gonna just say for me, but as an entrepreneur, you know that normally if you have a 9 to 5, depending on your 9 to 5, you probably got time off. You know what I mean? You got half of December. When I was a police officer, like most of December,
Right.
I'm off. And so you still get paid. So
Mm-hmm.
you got to remember, like as a entrepreneur, you still want to have that time with your family, but
Mm-hmm.
you also know, like, I need to make sure stuff is still going where I have an income coming in, but at the same time, I want to use that time, that holiday time with my family, and really to kind of reset, like press the
Right.
button to reset, but also know what my journey is, what I'm starting December. I mean January 2024. Like hit the ball rolling. What am I gonna be
Mm-hmm.
doing? Making sure I have goals set for 2024. So even though it's like a family time, you still want your business to keep going, but you also want to take that time, like be intentional about the time that you spend with family and friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you raise a key point there as far as, being intentional. That's one thing that we often talk about, from a professional
Hmm.
standpoint, being intentional about your marketing, your branding, all those things. But from a personal standpoint, being able to be intentional about knowing where you are. And I talk about
Right.
that all the times, with my clients, in therapy, because around this time, this is when you start to tap into that seasonal depression, things like that, when
Mm,
you have experienced a lot of loss or a lot of traumatic things around the holidays. It's definitely magnified and highlighted. So for some
right.
people, the holidays are not looked at as something that's, festive, right? Although it's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
festive
Yeah.
occasion and
That's
things like that,
sure.
it sometimes it's not looked at as that way. So that's why I say you got to be definitely intentional about being self-aware about where you are emotionally as an entrepreneur, not only just from an emotional standpoint, but being able to evaluate, and analyze where you are, whether that's,
Mm,
you're on the back end of the year. So are you in coast mode? Are you in, preparatory mode of, okay, we're almost ending,
yeah.
that quarter four. So I'm looking at 2024. It's like,
Battle.
okay, let,
Like,
let me start strategizing, and
yeah.
you know,
But I guess it also depends on like where you are
hmm
as an entrepreneur. Like what stage are you? Like if you're just starting the journey, midway, kind of experience or season. Because like if you are midway, like I feel like I'm kind of like in the middle. And so I feel like I can kind of coast a little bit, depends. But then in the back of my mind, even though I think I'm resting, I'm still like, yo, I need to make sure I could be consistent on social media.
hmm
Or, even though I have a service, do
hmm
I offer Black Friday deals? Because if you
right,
have a product, or depending on the service, you probably already pushing out Black Friday because Black Friday is in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? And so if you're not kind of in tune with
hmm
what you should be doing in your business, you may be
right,
coasting, but you're gonna miss out on some potential customers or even potential revenue
right,
because you don't let daggone Black Friday creep up on you because it crept up on me. I'm like, I was just thinking, I was like, yo, Thanksgiving in a couple weeks, and then it made me think. I was like, yo, I was supposed to respond back to Damien because he was like, such and such said they were having Thanksgiving, Demetrius. But then I was thinking, like, do I really want to go anywhere? But it's all about. But that's the balance, though,
Right.
because
Right.
you've kind of been rolling, moving, and shaking, and
Mm-hmm.
then you have these couple of days that you definitely want to spend with your family, but you also want to be alone.
Right. Right. So from the standpoint of dealing with the seasonal stressors, from a personal
Hmm.
standpoint, but also from a professional standpoint and from a business standpoint, it could be stressful because, like you
Right.
said, you may have opportunities where you like, okay, you seeing that dollar sign, you seeing that bottom line. Is it as heavy as you want it to be? Are you close to that line? Are you close to that goal? And if so, are you willing to take that extra step? Which means you may not necessarily be involved with family things because you want to focus
Right.
on obtaining this particular goal.
That
And so
goal.
it truly just depends on what your mindset is and being able to accept where you are in some cases. Sometimes we can work too much and want to count every dollar and miss out on those opportunities to where we can actually
Yeah.
spend that time with the family that is here. And
Yeah.
oftentimes around
Yeah. Yeah.
holidays you get reminded oftentimes like, damn, like we taking this time that we do have that we can spend with
Yeah.
the family that we don't see as often, being able to say, you know what, those dollars, I can get that. It's only money at the
Yeah.
end, but I can't
Yeah.
get that time.
That's a valid point. I think that's a valid point. But that may go back to like where you are, where you're talking about the mindset, like where
Hmm.
you are. So
Right.
even if you know that you might have set a goal for your business to make X amount of dollars, and you're like, yo, I gotta get it, I gotta, finish
Hmm.
out this year strong,
Right.
but you're missing out on that valuable family time. And so to me, if you're here in November and you're thinking like, okay, I gotta make some more, I gotta like hustle to get
Hmm.
those couple of dollars, like to me, I feel like you late. Like you
Yeah.
late.
And,
Because only reason I say late, because I feel like I'm gonna say late to a certain point. I won't say
hmm
everybody late, but I feel like you're late because you might have missed the mark 3 months ago or 4 months ago. So does that go back to time management? Like, are you struggling with
right.
time management? Are you struggling in other areas? Or even like, are you even keeping up with goals? Do you even, what I'm saying, write goals? Do you have goals? So then you wait till November to be like, yo, I was supposed to make 100 grand and I only made 60 grand. Well, shit. If you
You
made
ain't gonna make that.
now, you
Unless you
might not
changing up
make
your
it
strategy.
because
Yeah.
the math is saying if you went 11 months
Right.
or 10 and
Right.
a half months and you didn't make
Right.
it, then the statistically you're not going to. Then is you're a unicorn if you can make it. So then you have
Right.
to kind of take a self-reflection and look at yourself like, yo, I ain't did what the hell I was supposed to do in
Right.
2023. Let me just go on and take this
And,
L.
and being to accept that, like sometimes that
Right,
accept
right.
allows you to change how you feel about it, right? When you feel like,
Yeah,
if you establish a goal at the beginning of the year and it doesn't look like you're gonna make it, what's your perspective on that? Is it a motivational thing? Is it a letdown because you feel like a failure and now you're feeling depressed or anxious about the future and how it's going to look in the future? Or is that
mm,
something, like you said, to reflect on and say, okay, well, let's do a post game analysis like they do, in football and basketball and sports. They do a pregame, you do your game plan and all that stuff at the top of the year. Then you got halftime.
mm-hmm.
Then at the end of the game, you got a post game analysis. What does that analysis for you look like, right? And so
Yeah,
being able
yeah.
to accept and like one of my good friends, and mentor. She don't even know that she's my mentor, but she is. But V is saying that if you always chasing that dollar, that means that it's running away from you. You got to attract it.
Yeah, it's something about that chasing. Just the word,
Right.
just when you do the Webster's dictionary definition of chasing, it's no different
Right.
from in your personal life with dating. Like
Yeah.
women have this mindset that men should chase them versus what you're pursuing. So if I'm
Mm.
pursuing freedom, pursuing happiness, pursuing you as a person
Ooh.
in a relationship, then I'm not chasing you because you're not gonna ever catch up with the dollar. You're not gonna ever. It's always
Yeah.
gonna be about
Always gonna be that.
pursuing. I just dropped the
Yeah.
gem right there. You heard that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, ooh, you dropping gems over here, like, ooh, like, yeah, I felt that one.
Hey, I'm just saying
By the way, I ain't
it's
chasing.
never about chasing
I ain't
that
chasing
dollar
that
because you
dollar.
ain't gonna never
Right.
catch that dollar. That dollar always gonna be dangling like
Yeah,
this.
never
You're
catch.
gonna be like the road runner.
And it's all more. It's always gonna be more. If you gotta go
It's
for
always
250K, you get that 250K, you be like, all right, now I need 500. It's never gonna be enough. So
it's never
again,
gonna be
that
enough.
goes to okay, setting
I don't know. You breaking up.
those goals.
Is that me or you?
I don't know if that's me. I don't know. It's
I don't know. You was breaking up, but
hey, this
you was
5G
breaking
or
up
4G.
just now.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, like it was on complete pause. But that's what we have to deal with this virtual, reality in a sense. We got to deal with the
Oh,
technology.
Kim said it's you.
It's me.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean that time it paused. That was the first time. But thank you for
yeah.
allowing me to share
I
this
mean,
information.
and we just know our life, our virtual life, just might not be it. That's all. It is what it
so,
is.
so we be, you know,
Yeah, You done paused again.
so dealing with that. So one thing that I definitely wanted to kind of talk about in the fact of, and each and every week I always bring up the mental health aspect, and I kind of briefly talked about it a little bit earlier as far as how some people have a perspective of holidays is not so festive for them. So
Right.
as an entrepreneur, and sometimes because business gets in the way of certain things, whether that's family time, whatever the case may be, and you
Mm-hmm.
find yourself being lonely, right? Because you're not going to subject your family and say, well, no, we're not gonna go anywhere, and it's like, nah, like I'll stay back and I'll allow y'all to go, with family, and y'all kind of do y'all thing, right? So how do you combat that as a entrepreneur, that feeling of isolation? And like you said, sometimes you just said it, like, do I really want to go, you know, down to
Mm-hmm.
Columbia, down to South Carolina, or do I just want to be alone and kind of recoup during this holiday season?
Yeah. You pause. Damon got out. His internet sucks tonight. You still pause. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully he catch back up. Hopefully he picked back up. I don't know
Because
what
it
happened. Uh-oh. He went away. He went away. He went completely away. I so I'm a uh, hello? We can't hear you now. Uh-uh. Technology is not our friend tonight. No. We see your lips moving, but there's nothing coming out. We can't hear Jack. Uh-uh. Uh-oh. Yeah, because we still can't hear nothing. Check the volume on one of them. I don't know. Your volume is like gone. Yeah, you might have to go out and come back in. Huh? No, we can't hear nothing. I don't know why you talking like we can hear you.
All
We
right.
can't. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, how about that? We good on that now?
Now you got the echo.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. Damn it. All right.
Okay.
We good. We good.
We're good now.
Technology. Damn it. Technology.
Well, it's still a little echo somewhere.
Yo, this thing is acting up over here. This thing is acting up over here. All right.
It's like you got five devices going.
I got a bunch of devices going on. All right, we straight.
Okay, now it's
we good. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? We straight.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Now we straight. What?
So
it's a little feedback.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
All right.
But we can hear you now, at least.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's all we're gonna go for right there. Damn it, T-Mobile, Spectrum, whichever one. I tried them all.
It's an echo. But I'm not on any of the devices. No, Kim is saying it's an echo for me.
But I think you had a slight one this entire time. I think you did.
Oh, okay.
Just a slight one.
No, it's much. Like every word.
Okay.
But you can't hear it?
No. I can't.
Huh.
All right.
I don't.
We gonna get back to this right here. Yeah. It's a total delay. It's totally messing up right now. It's messing up my vibe. I forgot where I was at. Yeah. But anyway, how do you distinguish between, the isolation of being an entrepreneur, because sometimes it's like a one-man show, especially if you're a solopreneur. It's something that you have to deal with like on a regular basis. But during the holiday season, when you're trying to be around family, and you want to be around family, but because you're so emotionally spent and maybe even potentially burnt out from the year, like how do you manage that?
I still feel like it's a good balance between being around family and still relaxing. So if I go somewhere, I feel like if I'm gonna go somewhere, I ain't really. I hope nobody don't think I'm cheap because I ain't doing shit.
But so with that, when you're talking to entrepreneurs, and of course we do speaking engagements, and we talk about entrepreneurship, whether that's within the NEMT business, whether that's me doing a speaking engagement, when we're talking about managing your mental health as an entrepreneur during the holiday season, what are some of the strategies that you feel like could be helpful, in managing that, managing the stress, managing the financial obligations that you have, not only to your business, but to your family as well. When you're talking about presents and all this and that, the whole rigmarole when it comes to holidays. Who buying all the food? Who buying the turkeys and everything?
But we get so tied up with the commercialized piece when it comes to the holidays. And so I hope, I mean, you can't really tell people not to stress out about Christmas gifts because they're going to do it. Like, it's going to happen. Did you plan ahead or did you wait till the last minute? But I think for some people, like retail therapy and giving people, for example, like Steve, my son Steve, he loves the giving piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
He don't care, and if you don't really give him a gift, what is important to him that he gets everybody something, and that's his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
So it's not for me. I think it's just people being honest with themselves and having that understanding and that honest understanding, saying, okay, if I can't afford this, then I'm not gonna buy this. If you can, then you do, and you keep it moving. But don't be afraid to be like, okay, I can't do that this year. I'm not gonna stress myself out, and that could come from, depending on who you're around, what your family life is like. But I just think it's about being honest with yourself and what you can financially and physically do. Whether it's me saying, okay, I want to be around family, but I don't want to go nowhere.
You want to be around family, but you don't want to go nowhere. Yeah, absolutely. I feel it. Hey, BDMP is chiming in. I feel privileged because you got a celebrity that chimed in, over here on IG. And B, we're sitting here. We're talking about entrepreneurship during the holidays and how do we manage that, from a personal standpoint as well as from a professional standpoint. So we're talking about making sure that we avoid the isolation. We definitely talked about that because people have different perspectives, and narratives in regards to holidays and what it means to them. I know within our own family unit, and it's not distant, it's close. Like a lot of things have happened, over the holidays. A lot of loss that we've experienced. So oftentimes. You reflect on that, right? But then you also think about the people that are here and what you are grateful for and what you're blessed with to have this business, that you can say, hey, I've been grinding all year, and I made X amount of dollars. I could be doing something totally different, something that I hate doing, this entire year. And so it's more so about shifting the perspective and the thought process on what it is to be an entrepreneur, especially during this holiday season. And again, experience and loss like we've had, it definitely changes your mindset of and the importance of family throughout the year, but more specifically during the holiday season. So, if anybody's out there and they're watching this live, if you've experienced,
I was gonna say that I think for us, like,
go ahead.
Oh, such a delay. But I was gonna say I think for us, because we lost parents, close close family members that we appreciate all holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a holiday we celebrate or not, if it's a day off where everybody that we all can get together,
Right.
we take full advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think
Absolutely.
that's what is different about us is that we make sure that we spend those times that we can with each other. I mean, even though we can visit family when we can, but
Right.
I definitely know that what's more important for me is that my immediate family, which is y'all, brother, sister, kids, like that we
Mm-hmm.
get that time in. Like that's more, even though family, but I had to prioritize something more important.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And so you say a lot of times like you want to go visit or you try to visit, when we can.
Right.
And sometimes that could just mean picking up the phone and checking on people.
Absolutely.
But you can't stretch yourself out too thin.
That's the part. That's the part, finding that healthy balance of making sure that you do those things and you're being in the present, but also knowing when to say freaking no, I can't make it, right? And not feel guilty about that no. Because oftentimes we can say no, but then we're beating ourselves up about saying no. We want these boundaries.
Yeah.
We establish these boundaries in our personal life and in our business life, but then we feel guilty about it. So we're still beating ourselves up, which is an emotionally abusive relationship with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you have domestic violence situations on yourself. Like you can't do that. you might as well go. If you're gonna say no, you might as well go. You might as well go and do your thing.
Listen, you done something. You done said emotional abusive.
That is a new quote. Going into 2024, I will not have a domestic violence situation with myself. Emotionally abusive relationship. I'm not going to beat myself up over things that I can't control, and the things that I do control, I have to be able to accept them.
You might need to take that. Like that's I'm laughing. That's a very great way to put it. That's a very good way to put it.
Right. Absolutely.
Hey, like who you fighting with?
And you fighting with yourself. Right, you fighting with yourself because it's based on the perspective of how someone else may feel based off of the decision that you make. If I say no, how is this person going to feel? So I'm going to intrinsically take on their emotions. Oh, they're going to be hurt. So now I'm going to be hurt. Or they're going to be sad if I don't come to the family gathering. So I'm going to just sit home and be sad because they might be sad. And they might be like, okay. Well, Damien couldn't make it. He couldn't make it. Okay. We'll catch him on the next go round. Right.
That's true, or they are not.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you don't internalize that thing.
Yeah, internalize it. So we have to be conscious, again on the personal side, but also on the professional side. And I'm speaking to myself too. Take that time off. Miss that dollar, miss that booking, say no to that booking. Those types of things in order to preserve your own emotional health and taking care of yourself. So it's important that we're doing these things throughout the holiday season. It's the end of we're coming down to the end of the fourth quarter, going to 2024. We break our business down in quarters. So moving forward to 2024, like right now, you don't start planning for 2024 when January 1 hit. right? You can by that time you're behind the eight ball. So right now is the time to really start implementing and strategizing and doing that post game analysis of what went right, what went wrong, what I need to improve on, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, where are some opportunities for growth within my business, but also what are the threats, you know? So being able to talk about that, sis, like how important is it for entrepreneurs to have that focus of being goal oriented and goal driven, especially going into the new year?
Man, we just talked about this Saturday. Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, just having having plans. I think most of the time, entrepreneurs kind of they go back to what I was saying at the beginning. Like it depends on where you are.
Right.
So at the beginning, you might not understand that you need to set goals. In June, July, August, you should already be thinking about what you want to do for the following year.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we kind of, life happens, time go by. Well, Damon done left. He gone. But so if you think about like if you are an entrepreneur, own a business, or even in your personal life and there's things that you want to do, like
I think I
then
did.
I don't know
Did
how
I
you
do
got
that?
with the echo again.
I don't know. And it's saying because you're on Chrome
I'm
that
on.
yeah, because you're on Chrome, then I'm on Chrome too. So it could be both of us. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Like what
I
difference
don't know
does it
what's
make with
happening.
the web browser? I don't know. But it dropped off. Like I missed it and I was trying to correct the audio just now and I went out of it.
I
So
don't know
I
why
don't
it's
know.
doing that though.
Listen, we just making it do what it do over here today because we took a self-care day. We did a PTO from the office. We did not go to the office today, y'all.
We
And
did
so
not.
you're getting it live from it ain't even a man cave no more. I don't even have a man cave no more. My kids done took over my man cave. I don't even have it no more. I can't even say live from the man cave because this is their game room now. But again,
Is their game room?
huh?
You said it's their game room?
Yes. Yes. This is where the video games are at. This is where the toys at. This is where the doll babies, all those things. You see the background. You see I got all my athletic stuff back there and all the people that are, my favorite players and all that good stuff. No, they done took over it. They done took over it. I don't know. So,
That's what
but
happened.
moving forward,
Okay.
because we talking about 2024 goal setting and how important it is to set goals right now
Yeah.
going into 2024.
So to me, like I was saying, if you have if you didn't start this process mid, third quarter, you kind of jotting down or thinking about
Mhm.
what it is that you want to accomplish going into next year, and doing that evaluation to see where you are, even at that current state in your business.
Mhm.
Then when if you in November and you thinking about like, okay, well, what's gonna be my goals for 2024? I'm not saying don't do it
Right.
because you should still,
Right.
but you're kind of behind. And so that goes back to what we was talking about before. Is the mindset
Right.
is because you either have, and some people probably not like what I'm about to say, but it's a form of procrastination or being lazy.
Mhm.
Because I
And
can only say because I've done it.
Yeah, and I'm
So
not
it's
and I
like,
attest that I'm probably one of the kings of procrastination. And I talk about it often, in therapy, right? Even with myself, sometimes I'm speaking to myself, but being a therapist at the same time. So sometimes I'm talking to the client, but I'm hearing myself say these things. And so oftentimes we procrastinate. Master procrastinators continue to do it because it works, right? I often say well, I know that I have a mind shift of, yeah, I'm a procrastinator, and at the same point, I work well under pressure. So when pressure comes, when things become tight, that's when I work the most effective. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be that time, and there's been times in my life to where that didn't work. I didn't get the optimal result that I wanted to get because I relied on my ability to work well under pressure. And
under
so
pressure.
when you're saying that now, it's like, yes, I totally agree. Even right now, even though we're in November, you know, you're kind of in the eight ball, behind the eight ball as far as planning for 2024.
Yeah,
That really should be.
it should be
It
like
should
mid, like I'm saying, like fall.
Right.
I can only say, I'm only going to say, for example, I knew early this year that I wanted to host a conference.
Mm-hmm.
I already knew. I just didn't figure out the date, but I knew early this year that was one of my goals for 2024.
Right. Right.
Now, if I would have waited till January to push it out, or even say this is what I wanted to do, then as I'm doing stuff, I'm losing potential attendees because I'm not really talking about leading up to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think some things it might be okay to say, like you waiting last minute to say, but I just learned the hard way, like setting goals. It can't be no procrastination with it.
Right.
If not, the
Right.
shit don't
You're
get
not gonna
kind
get
of
you're not gonna get the response that you want, and that is not gonna be favorable sometimes, especially in business
right.
when you're reliant, on other people to fulfill those particular things, whether that's a customer, whether that's a patron, whether that's a sponsor, whatever the case may be. You can't procrastinate on those things. So
Yeah.
I definitely take that, and receive
Yeah.
that.
I'm not big into procrastination.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can't. I don't
not at
work.
all.
I work, but I do work well under pressure. But the under pressure comes from if somebody gives me something and they've been procrastinating.
Right.
So
Right.
if you
Right.
tell me like, man, Steph, somebody's like, well, I know you need, a week, but I need somebody to post the training tomorrow. Can you do it? Well, that's not my fault. But if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. But it's gonna put me like under pressure when it comes to preparing for the workshop or for the engagement. But I try really hard not to procrastinate. I done prayed about this week, and I still talk to my therapist because I know, like, it's really just the mindset of putting stuff off.
Right.
Like, oh, I can get it done. But then it could be some things that are really around people. Like, oh, I'm gonna reach out to this person, and then they gone,
Right.
and you
Right.
don't have that opportunity. And so that's what's really kind of pushed me away from putting stuff off and procrastinating. Whatever it is I'm gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can do it, and 90% I'm gonna try it. If
Right.
it don't work, then it don't work.
And you raise a valid point, being able to, avoid that procrastination because things change at the drop of a hat. Like, like you said,
Yeah.
someone can be gone, and as much as we don't like to receive that information, that's just the reality of life, is that, things gonna change, people gonna leave, situations gonna change, all that's gonna happen. So
Right.
when you have the ability to do it, go ahead and do it, or at least plan and organize and then implement those things to happen. So kudos to you. So again, shameless plug, look out for the NEMT conference here in
Shameless
Charlotte
plug. See that
2024.
shameless plug
June,
up
right?
in there?
June, right?
June 21st,
Oh, she
2024.
already got the date. See, I was keeping it general. I just said June 2024. She already got the
Hey,
date, you guys. So if you're in the area, or if you're in the, in the sound of my voice, and you want to get into the non-emergency medical transportation business, because it is very profitable, you can make
yes,
money.
good
But
business.
good business to get into. Definitely check out my sister, on her page, SNS Carrying Transportation, NENT business for sure. We putting out plugs. We plugging in businesses. So make sure you guys, if you do have a business, make sure you reach out to us so we can shout you out here on the show. Give you one of those shameless plugs as well, because we're all about uplifting, our entrepreneurs, and
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even like saying small business, but
Just
businesses,
businesses. Yeah.
just businesses, our businesses. So make sure you do that. But again,
And then we
never.
promise we won't have, well, I can't say we promise, but our dang we and speakers won't be as bad no more.
Yes, yes. It goes
Just
without saying. We
technology.
apologize for the technical difficulties. Y'all have been with me. If you follow me for years and years, I ain't new to this, true to this. Been doing podcasts and been doing this thing, and I always got technical issues. It never fails every season that I've done, whether it be the couch, whether it be Bold with some podcast. Shout out to my boy D Brown up there at Campbell. They're doing their thing. They're balling, sis. And also uh, my girl Jackie from the couch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so make sure you guys are taking care of yourself, taking care of your business. Make sure you're strategizing, implementing things that you need to do moving into 2024. Keep on the lookout, support each other. Not
That's
just
the point.
here, on a podcast, but let's support each other. When your partner got a business, share that thing, like it, whatever. If they putting stuff out, man, support it. Now, don't support no bull junk, like Dion be saying. Don't support no bull junk. Like, make sure you hold them accountable. If they shit is whack, like, bro, like
They say
you
that.
gotta get right. You gotta get right now. If your shit whack, you gotta get on point. But it's important. Hey, but before we get out of here, sis, we definitely gotta talk about. Hey, y'all got less than 2 days to lock down this drip and sip. Like drip and sip. This, what is it? Friday or Saturday? Saturday night,
Saturday.
November 18th, here in Charlotte. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets if you haven't already
Yeah.
gotten your tickets, because hey, we got a cutoff. And once it cut off, don't be calling me, don't text me, don't call my sister, don't text her, because she ain't got no additional room for you either.
I ain't got nothing.
Ain't got nothing for you. We've been trying to tell you for the last month to go ahead and get your tickets. Y'all bull jobbing around. Like Dion was saying, he called it bull jump, bull job, whatever. I'm trying to work on not cursing.
How
And
that's going for you?
I don't know if it's working. It's just
I'm gonna say
that
not.
sting when you say the F bomb or the S word or something. It's like an exclamation point for me at this point in my life. It just is. But make sure y'all get those tickets. Sale
Yeah.
ends on Wednesday. It ends on Wednesday, so once we close it, it's going to be a wrap. So you got literally like less than 2 days to get your tickets for that. It's a dope concept. We're going to have some fun out there for the people that's going to be there. And if you ain't, you just going to have to wait till next year to get in on it.
Next time.
Hey man, we plan a lot of things. Haran Prizes got a lot of things going on. I got a lot of things going on. My sister Stephanie, as you can see, got a lot of things going on. So make sure you support each other. Support us. We out here, we black people. We trying to do this thing. Creating generational wealth.
I don't know.
That's what
people
we
keep
doing.
messaging me like, close your other device. And I'm like, it's not me. It's Damien.
I don't have no other device on.
That's what's weird. I don't either.
Like I closed my iPad because it was on my iPad. Then
I feel like it's
the man trying to silence us, y'all. But y'all gonna get this information. Y'all gonna get this work. Y'all gonna get this work, man. Listen,
trying to infiltrate.
I ain't even gonna say 2024 because it's already in preparation. Like things are coming down the pipeline. We're gonna be doing some really awesome things, so definitely keep a lookout. All the businesses that we got going on, support them, man. Like just get out there and do your thing. But make sure you take care of yourself first and foremost.
Self-care is important.
And I need to be saying that myself.
And saying no, like we were saying earlier, that's a form of self-care.
Yeah, absolutely.
Saying no to people.
I enjoy saying no. I like it. I really do. Like it brings a joy to my heart to say no and not feel guilty about saying no.
Yeah.
And oftentimes I'll say no, but then I'll give you a recommendation after that.
Oh yeah, most times I just say no.
It's a complete sentence. You're absolutely right. It's a complete sentence.
No. It's a complete sentence. Because if I tell you yes, you're looking for nothing.
Right.
You're not looking for no response. You just be like,
whatever it is, yeah. Right. You don't need no response after that. Yes, you don't hear nothing else after the yes. So hear nothing after this no.
Yep. Nope. Just no.
Oh my goodness. But again, you guys, make sure get those tickets. Look out for the NENT conference coming next year. Look out for a lot of things coming down the pipeline. I ain't even put my stuff that I'm working on right now, but best co-believe when it come out, if my name is attached to it, you best co-believe it's gonna be worth it. So make sure you look out for anything that I got going on, for sure.
Anything.
Because that's why I work so hard, because I'm semi a perfectionist in a sense. So you ain't gonna know about it till I want you to and at it. So just know when it come, you gonna feel it. Ain't that right, IG? Thank y'all tuning in.
Well, next week we'll be back in the spot.
Yeah, we'll be back
next week.
We're gonna be under one roof. Yeah, giving thanks. So that's week of Thanksgiving is next week. So make sure you prepare for that.
And I think we can kind of continue on this conversation.
Yeah.
When it comes to end of the year, goals, and all of this stuff.
Absolutely. Hey, Danny. So, all right, you guys. Well, we're gonna tap in with you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Be About Your Business, the podcast, Entrepreneur's Mindset, where we talk about entrepreneurship and all the aspects surrounding that. But most importantly, you're the entrepreneur of your life. So it goes for everybody. You like that? That's another little jewel right there, sis. That's another little jewel right there.
You're the entrepreneur of your life.
You create what you want to create out of your life. And
Oh Lord.
my IG just went off. My phone just died. So it's just all messed up
It's just
around here today.
yeah, it's not good.
It's not going
But we're
good.
gonna come back strong next Monday.
Yes, absolutely. I do like my lighting though.
Your lighting look way better than mine.
You got them
I'm
curlies going
definitely
on.
going to delete this live off my profile. I just want y'all to know that.
Yes, yes. This is like one of even though it's our weekly like thing, we gonna delete this. So if you tapped in on the live, we appreciate you coming in on the live, but it ain't gonna be no replay. It ain't gonna be no replay. Trust, it is not. Instagram ain't getting it. I'm gonna delete this one from YouTube. All that. So whoever was on here, we appreciate the support. You know, all of you guys, because y'all came in. I saw the comments. I saw the eyes, and we had some numbers on here. So, but just know that it ain't gonna be up here. Once we get off, it's gonna be gone.
It's going down. It's going down for real.
Hey, listen, my IG went off, so my phone is shut down. So yeah, I ain't gonna be able to share that one
We just not was not supposed to be doing this.
at all.
We're not supposed to be doing this as communication.
We supposed to be in the office. That's God. You gotta listen to God when He's talking to you. See, we was trying to be lazy. We was being lazy, and God was like, "Nah, I'm gonna teach you. I can show you better than I can tell you.
You're gonna learn something today.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today."
That's all right.
But it's all good. Y'all got the gist of it. Y'all know what we're talking about. Entrepreneur mindset. Hey, we're gonna tap in with y'all next week, man. Y'all holler. Make sure y'all follow on all social media platforms. You just won't see this episode. It didn't exist. All right.
Only in your mind.
Only in your mind. That's it.
Only.
All right. We're gonna holler at y'all. Y'all be easy.